Well, I mean, that goes back to the earlier question about whether I saw any kind of relationship between space and pedagogy. And if we're saying that space is an enabler, then we've got to recognise that the artifacts within the space are, agents within that enabling process. So the idea of some kind of space, as an abstract concept, being this empty vessel that all we have to do is fill up with people and things, and it'll just, the teacher will just take over and will control this whole thing. I mean, I think that's quite naive for a number of reasons. So, for instance, if we look at what children do, students do, I mean, there's a young or old, they behave in similar kinds of ways. Now, there'll be, again, the untrained eye. Someone will come in and will say, "Oh no, look at those children, they're sitting on their table. They're cowering away, they're hiding from all this noise, they can't cope with all the stress and this pressure." Actually, that's not it at all. You go and ask those children, why are you guys sitting under this table? Well, because that's the kind of stuff little kids do, Little children, they're caving under this little table. It's a nice little kind of cozy spot for them, and there's a couple of them sitting there, and they're comfortable there, and they're doing, whatever they're doing, the activity that they're doing. And so, but what will happen is that students repurpose that space. So a teacher might have a whole lot more control in a single cell than in a flexible learning environment because of children repurposing space and furniture not being, uniform. So not only can you as a teacher move that furniture around a whole lot more easily to do what you want to do, but so can the students. And they just, pick it up and walk off with it. In that alone, there's the kind of an agency within that space. But clearly, I've been into one of the more recently developed buildings where there was virtually no consultation at all, and it's a brand new build, and that's part of the problem. Brand new build, staff hasn't been appointed yet. So who do you consult with? But the staff complained bitterly because there are some fundamental design flaws in that place, not least of which are the great big pillars in the way. In this big open space, a great big pillar. And I've been in that space with a group of students, and you've got to dodge around the pillar. Now, to me, that's a fundamental design flaw. And someone should have seen that coming. I'm surprised the architect actually didn't realize that would be a problem. Windows admitting glare. So you're in that space, you've got this pillar in your way, you've got a group of students, and there's glare coming through the windows. So all you're seeing is a silhouette of your students. That suggests to me that's a poorly designed space, but it has agency over my actions, because I've then got to somehow reorganize the space, reorganize the students within it and the furniture within it, so that we can avoid being near that glare or in relation to this pillar. So yeah, there's no doubt there's a form of agency.